6:48 back with breaking updates just into our newsroom. In our Sunrise Smart Start this Friday, a crash is shutting down all lanes eastbound on the state thruway near Farmington. This is right between exits 44 and 43. This is a live view from that area at the Canandaigua exit. You see all the traffic going eastbound again on 90 in the Farmington region, getting moved off and then having to find a way around. We are still working to get an update from state police on how many vehicles were involved, any reports of injuries to passengers and drivers. Again, the eastbound lanes blocked at the Canandaigua exit there on the state thruway. First responders say it will be several hours before it is clear. This crash happened about an hour or so ago. We'll bring you more updates as soon as we have them. Some more breaking news. The man is in the hospital after a fight and a shooting this morning in downtown Rochester. That happened around 2 o'clock. RPD rushed to the scene at East Main and North Goodman Streets, and when police got there, they found the wounded 35-year-old victim. He is expected to survive. Police say they are still investigating what unfolded leading up to that fight and the gunfire. At this point, no suspects are in custody. Looking ahead, happening today, there's a court hearing scheduled for a city worker in Rochester accused of raping an 18-year-old lured into his car last weekend. Saturday afternoon, police say the victim traveled to the city and got into the 58-year-old man's car believing he was her driving instructor. Police say the young woman was waiting for her lesson outside a driving school on State Street when Wayne Plummer pulled up. They say he told her he was the teacher, and when she got in the vehicle, police say Plummer took her to his apartment on Hudson Avenue and raped her. The suspect is charged with 2 counts of rape, sex abuse, and unlawful imprisonment. He pleaded not guilty at his arraignment. Police say Plummer will be terminated from his job. His hearing is scheduled this afternoon at 2. Some frightening moments for the pilot of a small plane forced to make an emergency landing last night, just minutes after taking off from the Rochester airport. Now, the pilot eventually made it to Brockport for that landing, where fire crews responded to the scene just after 7. The plane was not burning, but it lost a propeller, causing what crews describe as a catastrophic engine failure. No one was injured. The FAA is investigating. That plane is registered to a flight training company called Rochester Air Center, LLC. In a follow-up, local farm worker Dolores Bustamante is back home with her family after a judge ordered she be released from ICE custody during a hearing this week. In April, for a scheduled check-in with ICE in Buffalo, she was detained and then moved to a facility in Louisiana. Wednesday, a federal judge ordered Bustamante's release within 24 hours, and that did happen. Her lawyers say she was unlawfully detained to begin with. A spokesperson for ICE released a statement saying this, quote, "This is yet another example of an activist judge trying to thwart President Trump's mandate from the American people to remove illegal aliens from our communities," end quote. She's been given a month to decide her next move. If she self-deports, she has to do so within 2 months.
Por ahorita, no, la verdad, no estoy pensando en eso.
Right now, I'm not thinking about this. I just want to rest. I just want to be able to enjoy being out of prison, outside, enjoy my family and my friends.
Bustamante left Mexico in 2003, she says, to get away from an abusive spouse. She's been here working on apple farms for more than a decade. We have the full response with that statement from ICE with our coverage on the homepage of RochesterFirst.com. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio is meeting with high-level officials from Pakistan today. They are helping to negotiate an extended ceasefire with Iran. U.S. sources say American and Iranian negotiators have reached a tentative deal to extend the ceasefire by 60 days and to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. The president, though, and leaders in Tehran still need to approve this.
I think it's hard to say exactly when or if the president's going to sign the MOU.
Now, 3 months into the war, the Trump administration maintains the fragile ceasefire is holding, even though this week the U.S. launched 2 strikes on Iranian military sites. A Blue Origin New Glenn rocket exploded in Florida last night at the Cape Canaveral launch pad. Blue Origin, owned by Amazon founder Jeff Bezos, reports there are no injuries. The rocket was scheduled to get fueled ahead of a planned test firing of its engines. Your sunrise traffic here at 6:52. Yes, we do have that issue, that very serious crash on the thruway near the Canandaigua exit, blocking all the eastbound lanes. This is the other views from our area, the west side 490, where traffic is building, but moving along okay there from our greater Rock Sky Eye. Finally, this morning, we are looking ahead to what is in store at Seabreeze, with the park opening up for the summer, ready for all the families to arrive. And as part of our annual tradition here at Sunrise, we put up a rod to close out the show on the Jackrabbit.
We are a go. And this year, I told Natalie Darrow, Director of Marketing here at Seabreeze, we are sitting in the front. So Natalie, it's almost time here. What are we on?
We are on the Jackrabbit, which, are you ready? You gotta put your hands up.
I'm ready. Hands are going up. Hands are going up, everybody. Oh, it's happening. Oh my gosh. Oh! We are on the Jackrabbit. It is 106 years old. It is a rite of passage here at Seabreeze. Oh, it's so fun when you're finally 48. Okay, come on. We gotta keep them up the whole time. Obviously, you know, you have to be a certain height to get on this. This ride is a rite of passage. What is it like? What is it like seeing people, those kids, getting here and excited?
So it's so much fun to watch them come up. I've seen laughter, I've seen smiles, we've seen the screams, and then you get your sticker. Make sure you tell the ride operator, up here comes the best part.
Here comes the tunnel! Is this? Oh, I love this ride. I love this ride so much. I'm gonna put my earbud that came out back in there
today.
Natalie,
Yes.
Is this the first time you're on it this season?
Yes, and of course, again, riding it with you, such a pleasure. Oh, make sure when you come out to Seabreeze, you buy your tickets online. You can save $10 with a ride or side ticket. Or if you want a whole summer's worth of fun and ride the Jackrabbit all the time, please go get to seabreeze.com and go get a passport.
Well, I'm gonna keep enjoying this ride because they're definitely gonna let me go again. For now, tossing it back to you at the desk.
I love it.
Oh,
every
so
time.
good.
It's so fun. And Ron, keep going. And we're going to do that again in just here a little bit.
Yeah,
Nice.
my hair's standing up there, just going on the ride here, watching her.
The mic worked. Camera worked
That's
with
great.
Eric, our photographer in the back. They were ready to go.
So cool. Yeah, normally you'd have to get off the ride, get back in line and
Yeah.
go around, but Ron gets some special treatment this
I know.
morning. So
Well deserved there.
yeah, cool to see that. This weather, great weekend to go to Seabreeze to ride the rides. Maybe not necessarily the water park, though, as those numbers, yes, remain low. But we're getting to it. I think next weekend I see some warmth. That could be a good one maybe to get out there and get wet beach weather as well. Just a couple of rain chances here. Tonight, I got a quick shower or two for us and then over to the east. And then looks like Monday as well. Going to be a couple of scattered showers there. But other than that, on a little bit of a dry stretch, I think a lot of people are okay with that based on how wet it has been recently, Brennan.
We've got some very busy weekends. A lot going on. Game 7 NBA as well. We'll talk about all that when we have fun for half an hour, 9 to 9:30. Second Cup of Sunrise, our podcast on the Rochester First streaming app. Have a great weekend, everybody. CBS Mornings on the way. That's at 7. But how about one more ride with Ron on the Jackrabbit?
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather. Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 On Demand, plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.